women struggle to find confidence and to just live fearlessly. So here to help women embrace their power is Anna Fishbeyn, author, film director, actress. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Sure, Anna.
Very excited to be here.
First, tell us a little bit about yourself and your new film.
So I have a film called Galaxy 360, A Woman's Playground. I screened it just recently at the Toronto International Film Festival. And the film takes place in 2195, where women rule the world and men dream of getting married. And it takes place over a male beauty pageant.
Wow. So it's been received well, I'm assuming.
Yes, it's gotten some excellent first out reviews. It's been called a cult classic in some of the publications that have written about it. And, you know, people talk about what it's like to live in this reversed gender world and how funny it actually is to experience that.
So what made you feel that it was important to get this out there? What's behind it?
So I really wanted to, you know, I would like feminism to be an acceptable part of conversations of society. And I call it transformational feminism, where men and women essentially empathize with each other. And the best way I invented for men and women to empathize with each other is to reverse gender and have us live in each other's shoes. But it's especially important for men to live in our shoes, where in my movie, they become, you know, the center of attention. Their appearance are at the forefront. We completely objectify them, sometimes sexually harass them. And the women are kind of badass in my movie. So it was a really fun project to make. It's been great to see the audiences crack up at some of our jokes. And it also packs a punch at the end. And that's also been written about in the press.
Awesome. And you also create inspirational videos, we understand. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I've also created a world, essentially. It's called Ontario World. And it is, you know, I got so excited for making this movie where this was a futuristic galaxy in my movie that I created an entire world. It's a platform. It's called Ontario World, and it's basically a galactic matriarchy. The one thing all the planets have in common is that women rule. And so from that perspective, from this incredibly different world from our own, where women have superpowers, they give advice and inspiration to human females about how to be more confident, how to have more self-esteem. And they're coming at it from the perspective that confidence is not a skill set. It's your birthright. So when you're born on a matriarchy, what happens? You don't have to fight for your place at the top. You just are at the top. And what would that be like? And so I created that for women to experience. And this Ontario world is filled with these kinds of, you know, morning confidence boosters, self-esteem tips, and even some health advice.
So how can people follow your work or find out more about your events?
Yes, well, they can follow me on OntarioFilms.com. They can follow Galaxy 360 on Instagram, TikTok, the usual suspects, Facebook. They can follow me, Anna Fishbeyn Official, on all of these platforms.
It's wonderful that you're doing this. And Anna Fishbeyn, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Certainly. All right. And we'll be right back.